If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love this panel? Gay Weekly Roundtable starts now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, listen to mother. As she comes down, guys, hello. Welcome to Gay Weekly Roundtable. A very intimate panel today. One male, one female.
Whoa,
and we don't like to.
whoa.
I was gonna say we don't. This is not a place to be labeling genders.
Yeah, how dare you?
But what I really meant was for those who are into guys who are into girls.
There's only one of us.
There's one of each, so I hope you're into us. I actually have no idea what I'm saying now that we pointed it out.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you on this May 4th. We are your hosts. I'm Adam Salandra. You can find me on social media at Adam Salandra. Thank you.
Wow, the audience is here for you.
Yeah, I love the live audience.
I'm Yael Tygiel. I am here as well.
Oh,
wow.
they're cheering.
Yeah. Ladies, calm down.
I love it.
I'm also live in the chat.
So with you guys, it's actually a huge panel.
Yeah.
Listen to what you have to say.
A huge panel of 4.
That's the original panel.
Yep.
Sarah and Mr. Henry,
It
I
is,
presume.
yes.
Love you guys.
But I want to give a shout out to Melissa from Sephora, who may
Yes.
also be watching.
I hope so.
Yeah, and Sean.
Y'all made a friend, yeah.
I did.
She got a face beat. That's a good thing in the drag world, so you know.
I was like, not in the real world.
Speaking of things I'm going to have to explain to you.
Yeah.
DragCon. It was this weekend.
Right.
I went and I don't mean to brag, but I did have a press pass, as you attending cons know.
Yes.
It's a great way to get up close and personal, and it helped me. The audience is, I
is
know,
so
they're so
vocal.
attentive, and I love that. It was a very I can tell you 2 things about 2 of
Yes.
our other panelists here. Mr. Tony Moore.
Yeah.
May he rest on this show. He's been absent for long, but he will be back. He kind of runs the show there. Like RuPaul, Michelle Visage, all like knew him by name.
What?
I was shocked. I knew like he works with all the queens.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ru, him, and herself. So knew Tony, but they
Tony and
did.
Rue are best friends?
I wouldn't go that far, but I'd
Wait,
like to.
Tony and Rue are sleeping together?
So that's what I was trying to say. Yes. And spread it, Mr. Henry, Sarah. Spread it.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Spoiler alert.
I love Ronnie.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Okay, calm down. I really like the idea that we're going to spread this rumor.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And then I just want to
Tell
how
the
long
world.
before I want how long before it gets back to Tony is my question.
Yeah.
Blake also was there. I didn't run into, but when Blake told me he couldn't make it today, I said, "Oh, we're gonna talk about DragCon though," and he was like, "Well, it's probably for the best. He didn't have a good experience."
What?
He said it was just too overwhelming, and it was insanely
I
crowded.
definitely thought you were going to say too over the top, and I was going to go,
Imagine.
at DragCon?
I'd be like, well, you're at the wrong place,
Yeah.
honey. No, it was so good for them.
Yeah.
So incredibly packed.
Also, Jay and Mark were there doing interviews.
Yes,
for
I did see them.
AfterBuzz.
I did see them.
So
and
make
their
sure you check
videos,
those
I
out.
think, are up now. Jay's are.
They have to be now.
Yeah.
They are up, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah, Jay's fast about it. I
Per
heard.
the requirements of covering for
Oh, right.
AfterBuzz,
Well-
they are absolutely up.
Good, but I don't know. Some people don't do their business.
Yeah.
As we
Wow,
know.
you are spilling all the tea.
And I'm just in that mood, I guess. Listen, for those of you who couldn't make it / who flew in, let's spread it out, make it a little less crowded. They announced the second one coming to New York City this fall for the first time.
Oh.
So that's pretty awesome.
Are you gonna? I feel like all the LA.
The reason I won't be is because I get in free and cover it, but all my coworkers are in New York. So they'll be taking care of it, and I'm not paying for a flight and to get in when I can
I
come
see.
here for free. Actually, still might go. I just want to go to New York. It's
Yeah,
an excuse.
seriously.
Okay, I'll be there.
Wait, did you see
Ask me.
Ashley Nell Tipton?
I did.
Did you tell her that I love her and that we're
I
meant to be
was
best friends?
going to, but she was surrounded by a group of gay men, and that's why I was intimidated. I was like, oh, I don't know who they are, but they were having a very like not emotional talk, but like I can't think of the word because
I need to know one.
just I'll think about it. Yeah, exactly. But
Helpful.
so that could go
Mr.
on for a
Henry in the
while.
chat says there's a rumor that DragCon might come to London as well, but
my
it's just a
God.
rumor. What is with this audience?
They're just so into it.
I
I think
know.
it's because it's us. They're
Yeah,
paying attention.
it's true.
That'd be
we're hot.
amazing. And let me tell you, if they're in it for the money, which they are, then they should go there. There are so
Yeah.
many fans outside of this country. It's amazing. Now listen to this.
Yes.
I went to I was gonna say Drew, but I do mean Rue, Paul's keynote address, which is like the big deal every year.
Yeah, you Insta-storied it.
I Insta-storied it because I was
I
in
was
the
following
front,
it.
literally sitting with Rue's family. Sisters, a bunch of the drag queens, but then I looked around and I was like, God, that woman looks like Rue. And then I realized all his sisters were there, but I was sitting with them. I was family.
How did you get that?
Well,
Were you just a pushy bitch?
I am usually not, but I was just very prepared. I went down, snapped the pictures I had to take, and then was like, I need to make sure I get into this panel. It started at 4. People were lined up at 1:30. And I thought, that's not going to work for me. So I made sure I found the right people to say, hey, can press get in?
Right.
He was like, come to me at 3. I'll make sure you get in. Turns out 3 was a little early for press, but I went in. And so I was right there. And it was inspirational.
This is the only con you go to, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell by your being like, listen to how tricky I was as press. I went, girl.
I was going to say, I'm talking to the queen of cons.
Yeah. Girl, when you are press at a con, you just have to remind yourself, I'm working. I'm more important than everyone else.
Correct.
Sorry to everybody I see at cons.
But what I'm saying is I was more important than the other press as I snuck right up in the front. But yes, you are correct. It was a good reminder.
His family.
This is my 3rd year doing it, and it is the first 3rd year as press. First year being like, oh, I don't have to wait in these lines.
Yep.
So, whoopsie.
I don't
anyway,
wait in lines.
that's what, well, I've learned a valuable lesson. I'm not better than anyone, but I won't be waiting in a line. Anyway, Rue was inspirational as always. The other panel I went to was really, I don't think we'll know them, but Alaska Thunder. Alaska. I was preventing myself from swearing, even though every episode ends up explicit anyway, but she won All Stars. Bob the Drag Queen won the last season. And Eureka, who's on season 9, who's the big girl, so therefore you're on her team.
Yes.
It was a Teen Vogue panel about what does drag mean in the era of Trump. So it was it was like political panel, but with funny queens.
Yeah.
Loved it because I need my politics to be a little, not that there's much to laugh at right now, but have a little humor in there.
Yeah.
It was great. And for people who watch Drag Race, you know that those are 2 of the biggest queens. And Eureka, who's new, and she was eliminated early. She not only did she keep up, I liked her just as much, if not more. And I love those 2 other queens. So very excited. She gets, I think we talked about it last time, gets to come back next season.
Right.
So I'm ready for her to take it all. Like she proved her worth to me.
I want to talk real quick about Teen Vogue and how
who are they? Who are they?
Yeah,
What are they doing?
Teen Vogue in the last 6 months went from a dumb
Teen Vogue
to we're making important statements. We now hire journalists.
More than most any other magazine, including many of the ones that do just cover news.
Right. Like, what happened that Teen Vogue went, what we should do is become smart.
I don't know, but it's amazing.
It is
because
really
it's
impressive.
Keeping its audience, but gaining a new.
Oh, absolutely.
Love that.
Especially in a time when print is dead. Like,
right.
They went, how can we fix this? Oh, that's right. Let's become intelligent.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily assume that would fix it because a lot of people just don't care about those things. I think we're in a time where people are like, okay, we have to care a little bit, which we will be talking about our president later. Here's someone I know Robert Sepulveda Jr.
Yes.
He's
there. So handsome. What was he doing there? I stopped myself.
He was taking pictures. If we swim. I don't know how I stopped myself. He was taking pictures, though, charging $15 for a photo.
For like a selfie with him?
Yeah. Now these drag queens, a lot of them do go in charge, and that's why people are there.
Wait, for a selfie?
Yes.
Why? Okay, sorry. As a con goer, when you're going to charge for photos, then they're quality professional printed photos for you. That's how those work.
The only one who I know who does it, who charges and they're professional, is RuPaul, and great, do what you do. Most of the famous queens don't even charge. Why? I mean, I was being shady when I said it. Why are you finding Prince Charming, who quite frankly no one liked,
everyone
charging
hates
$15?
Right
now that being said, if he just gets a
person.
handful of people, because it was packed, I'm sure people wanted it. That is he makes a couple $100, so fine. But like, he thinks highly of himself still. Remember we watched that video a few weeks ago?
The other question that I have, aside from why are you charging for a selfie?
Which is a good question.
It's also I'm trying to understand. Was he standing there and people were like, "Can I get a photo with you?" And he went, "Yeah, $15." And then they laughed and he went, "No, seriously." Like, is that how it went down?
The only reason I knew it, I actually didn't see him there.
Was there a sign?
On his Instagram, there was a photo of him at DragCon, but there was a framed sign that said $15, and my jaw dropped.
So he also, you should read that, was sitting at...
Ain't it the truth?
Yeah.
He's so thirsty, so I don't know why we're keeping it a secret. Ronnie just gave us a little message that he seems thirsty, and he is.
So
no product placement.
The thing is, when a talent is invited to a con, they are paid to be there, as well as they make money selling professional photos. Depending on the con, but generally,
okay,
yes.
so that's good to know in and of itself.
But if so there's two ways.
He could have volunteered himself.
He could have paid for a booth to be there.
Yeah.
And therefore would get money for photos, right? So if he paid to put himself there, then he can charge for the photos. But I'd assume they're good photos and not selfies.
And maybe, and hopefully.
Right.
It just seems like...
But if he was invited and therefore given an appearance fee... Then he's
crazy.
Double dipping and being...
He probably is, as Ronnie mentioned, not just thirsty, but I mean, I think he thought... Every time we talk about him, this is what we talk about. He thought, excuse me, that...
Girl!
I just down a Diet Coke. He believed that Finding Prince Charming was going to be this launching pad for everyone to love him, and then he would get other shows and other things, and it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, but I don't understand why one would think that.
Oh, absolutely. But it was because he was unlikable that it didn't work out that way. I mean, that's what you do a reality show these days. Like, I'm nothing against him for thinking that.
Yeah.
However, he hasn't looked inward in the 6 to 8 months since.
Been like, why does everyone hate me?
Yeah, this didn't work out. However, I don't know. I'm just talking shade. Maybe there were a lot of people there to meet him, and honestly, genuinely good for you, good for him. I just wish, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that would be the case to me.
$10.
10. 10 sounds like a deal after hearing 15. First of all, I don't know because again.
Would you guys look at this thirsty Instagram though? Beyond. I mean, I liked him on the show. I will say that.
Oh, you did, Ron.
He was okay. I was like, it's a first run of the series.
Ronnie.
But my gosh, the thirst is really slipping.
Well,
I'm
the
sorry.
crevices.
Well,
Thank you very
I
much.
can't shame thirsty Instagrams for
Yes,
anyone.
you can.
Have you seen my Instagram?
Oh, I've never seen it.
I love a thirsty Instagram if I like the person, and the thing is, for me,
is the audience seeing this as well, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
he was so boring to me on the show in terms of like no personality. And I don't mean not causing drama. Like
I was like, girl, watch it on
no
mute.
personality. Exactly.
He's pretty.
So like, I hope he's doing thirsty photos because
He's
I
pretty.
want videos of him talking. I can assure you of that. But 15 foot. I'm just shocked by it. Okay, I'm sorry. I think that celebrities bigger than him have charged nothing in many instances.
Sarah in the chat says raise his hand at Yael's Instagram.
Yes, she's there for it, and who isn't? I
Thank
am.
you.
I mean, hello.
Thank you.
If you all saw a picture of a dog by her boobs one time, I took that.
On.
I'm sorry, much better. True. Resting as a shelf.
Yeah, never
Anyway,
buy.
I have not much to say about Roberto Sepulveda.
I love that he was there though, because it's true. That's where his audience is.
Oh, for sure.
That's where they're gonna be.
But were they there? Oh, I just wish I knew. I wish I saw him because there could have been a line. I'm trying to be shady. There could have been a line. I don't know.
I'm really sad that you didn't go get this. You could have been like, I'm press, and taken a photo not for $15. You got to remember your press. I'm going to teach you how this works.
Well, here's the thing. That was me, and I was there to get photos for our social. So I did have to do that, but I didn't have a professional camera. I just had the iPhone, so I literally had to go to people. I knew everybody there. I mean, the gay community, it was huge, but it was small. And I was like, listen, I need your help. And I would go up and get them. But otherwise, I just felt like a creepy fan, like coming in with the phone. So maybe I'll get a professional camera
I'm
next
going to
time.
teach you how these things work.
Thank you. We'll have a con for my future.
Con.
Yeah. Now, the only other thing that I want to bring up from the con is Jerry O'Connell was there, and he got a drag makeover from one of the queens. Yeah.
I think I saw on your Instagram.
Probably. Hey, at Adam Salandra, if you want to see all the fun photos,
Did
the
you
Insta stories
save all of the Insta stories? Did you save the videos?
Yes.
So you have the video. You have Rue talking.
Oh yeah, I videoed instead of I had to write about it instead of doing recorder. I videoed most of it. So yes, I can post that.
So everyone can see Rue's speech.
Yes, my love. So oh yes, here comes Yael. Yael.
Well, thank you.
See, I want to do thirsty photos, but I don't want to keep working out. So that's like a sort of a battle. And I do work out,
Tell
but it's
me more
lazy.
about working out.
Yeah, but hello, like.
And you see, I don't know. You said this was thirsty. I'm here for this one.
Well,
This
right,
is-
exactly. There's different types.
Come on with that center picture.
Thank
you know?
you.
You know what makes
First
me
of
laugh
all,
about that center picture?
you tell me, and then I'm going to tell you what I feel about the center photo.
Okay, so the center photo looks like it's the most revealing photo.
Yeah.
Because it's like bare shoulders.
Were you like fully clothed?
No, well, yes, but also like I'm wearing clothes, but also you see more in other photos than in that photo.
Hey, that's hey. Listen,
Illusion.
it's smoke and
It's an
mirrors, baby.
illusion.
What I was like, whoa, yell, but then yell, but then I got so like mesmerized by like, but wait, she's holding the phone as she takes a selfie, and there's another phone, and then my head
Oh
exploded.
no, it's a very fancy
so
camera.
it's just there you go.
actually done
I'll be
with a
taking it to
very fancy
DragCon.
camera.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is actually my favorite one.
Oh, classy.
I think you
but
look
seduct-
really gorgeous, to be honest
Thank
with
you. This episode got weird.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
great. It's really beautiful. I think I literally told you before. I was like, maybe we'll just talk about your looks.
I'm sure
the
your
whole
friend
bit.
from Sephora loves this
And now we're
photo.
doing
You
it
know?
exactly.
Beat that
Oh my
face,
God, I
girl.
love
Beat the
this is
face.
actually happening.
You
This
too.
one's for the ladies.
Okay, I'm gonna simmer down.
I love it
ridiculous.
until you find a new one, of course. I'm gonna pop it up.
Yeah, feel free to keep scrolling.
Anyway, Jerry O'Connell suggested, he was like, if there's ever a celebrity drag race, I will be first in line to sign up. And I suddenly thought, cha-ching, what a great, like, as the franchise inevitably eventually
Yeah.
simmers down and they have to do all these crazy things to keep it going.
Right.
How fun to
I would
have celebrities.
absolutely watch that.
First of all, a lot of people that don't watch drag race, I mean, it's sort of like how lip sync battle on Spike is
Yeah.
for straight people, but lip syncing like drag race is. I'd get into that. Like, is there any?
I love that I've never looked at Lip Sync Battle and been like, well, this is clearly a straight version of Drag Race.
Oh well,
But that's funny.
well, it's because drag race fans are sort of like, oh, okay, you sort of appropriated this from us, not me.
Actually, just so people know,
Yeah.
they stole the concept from Jimmy Fallon's late night show where he did a segment.
The lip sync.
The lip
Jimmy
sync
Fallon's the
battle.
producer, so it literally is from that.
Right.
Yes,
They
correct.
went, well, let's take this segment and turn it into a show.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I wasn't one of them, but that's why I know have that comparison because
It is an interesting comparison.
nobody can borrow from anybody these days without it being a thing. Whereas meanwhile, everyone's just borrowing from everyone, and
Right,
that's what
there are no
entertainment
original
is.
ideas right now,
No.
but I do like the idea of a celebrity
I do
edition.
too.
I think the problem is
Yes.
that the queens that they have on Drag Race are people who have been doing this
Correct.
and are talented
Right.
and have worked at this skill and craft, and doing it with celebrities is a fun gimmick for an episode.
Yeah.
You cannot do a season
Ooh,
of
that's what it should be.
celebrities.
Oh, my this is popping up. I think
Thirsty
that
now.
is.
That's a thirsty photo.
Yeah, that's my.
I need some water. It is hot out. I'm thirsty.
I am. I do. No, I'm not going to talk about that.
Mike Henry said, couldn't they just reboot Drag You?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or there's an episode every season where they do make over often straight guys, and it'd be amazing to do a celebrity version of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it would be cool to have, even though the whole premise is they have to make themselves up,
Yeah.
they can still do a challenge. They do the challenges and stuff and work with maybe a drag queen like
Yeah.
Drag You. He's right. I just
Sarah
want to see it.
says celebs versus Bianca Del Rio, and Bianca wins. The end.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not a show because exactly she's the winner.
And Dion says they stole, I'm assuming, Lip Sync Battle from Putting on the Hits.
No, I don't know what that is, but I do trust you.
I
trust
actually absolutely believe that.
I
it was
trust
stolen
anything
from
that
something else.
anyone tells me I believe, which is a huge problem that I'm trying to work on. So I think that's all for DragCon because I'm
That's
the
it.
only one here out of 3 out of 4 went, and I'm the only one that came today. So it's fine. We'll talk about
You
some
know,
other things.
this is what we'll do.
Yeah.
Next time,
Yes.
I will get a press badge.
Please, I was going to say with you there, forget it. I'll be the king of con. King Con.
King Kong. Dion says Putting on the Hits was the first lip sync show. But
that.
I will go with you.
Thank you.
And we will film the adventures of my first drag con.
Yes, perfect. / I'll finally see what it's actually like to be a real press person at a con
Yeah.
with a professional.
Yes.
Love it. Now, I just want to get this out of the way so we can continue talking about more fun things. But Trumpy, big day in the White House.
Lots of big day in the White House.
Yeah,
We all
unfortunately.
lost our
Yeah.
health benefits.
Yes, there's that, which I don't even want really to get into because it's very upsetting to me and it doesn't just affect the LGBT community. So you look it up. Sorry if you have a pre-existing condition, including acne, asthma, and what are are you aware of the women? I mean, the women got screwed as usual.
Oh, yeah.
But in a way, like, I don't know. I don't want to say it because I don't know the exact truth of it. But there's something about rape being. Do you know what it is? If you don't, it's
I
fine.
don't know
Okay.
exactly.
Sorry,
but
we're not. It just happened today. We'll
happened this
brush
morning.
up on it and let you know more. But
Wait,
it's
do you
not
want to
good.
feel better for a second?
Yeah.
Emmanuel in the chat says, "Oh my God, I never noticed how blue Adam's eyes were."
Oh my God, thank you. What was it that?
I think it was that.
That's great. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Join me on Insta, baby.
There you go.
I was
Sarah
like,
is from Vancouver and just said, "What the F is wrong with your country?" And then a bunch of exclamation points and question marks. I'm scrolling through Twitter and it's rightfully terrifying.
she's right. It
If
is.
you've been watching A Handmaid's Tale, that's where we're headed.
And guys, if you haven't,
Check it out.
that's a nightmare.
It's
That's
terrifying.
where we're headed. I mean, like the fact that we even slightly are comparing it is terrifying.
There are parts of it where I went, "Oh, that was said today."
Correct. It's sick.
Terrifying.
Where are we on now?
Lena Dunham.
Oh, Ronnie. Okay, wait. No, this is the thing that I do want to talk about
Yes.
is the Religious Liberty Executive Order that he signed in today. Excuse me. A version of this was leaked in February, and it was supposed to be extremely bad for the LGBT community because, as you may know, religion and the LGBT community don't often see on the same side because basically the religious communities often think that we don't deserve to be alive. So,
And we're saying that about, I would say, people who are a little more extreme and
guys.
conservative. I just don't want to offend anyone who is a
there
little
are
religious.
genuinely lovely Christians in my life, and I'm sorry that you have to get lumped in that group as a Christian. I certainly want to be lumped into a group, but the loud ones, the bad ones, have made us feel like religion is bad, which I think is annoying because there are a lot of gay Christians as well who have to explain themselves to people all the time. Anyway, what the thing that was leaked was going to be very bad. It was going to get rid of all LGBT protections, and they took that wording out of this executive order. There's nothing directly saying anything about LGBT people at all, which is supposed to keep us calm, but we all know what's going to happen. Instead, it's giving churches. Trump's quote is that today is the day to give churches their power back. Well, that alone is terrifying, but it's because when a religious organization is tax exempt, the rule, I think it was called the Johnson Amendment, they were not allowed to donate to political causes or be too political, essentially. We don't have Blake here. He'll fill us in when he's back on the real wording, but it eases up on all those restrictions, so now they can be political.
So I have a question.
Please, hopefully I know how to
I
answer
hope
it.
you know how to answer this. So if we remember Prop 8,
Yeah.
which was the anti-marriage ban.
Yeah, it was very confusing because
Yeah.
you were voting no, but
Yes. That was funded by the Mormon Church.
yeah. But are they not tax exempt?
I believe they are because they are a church.
Yeah. I know.
So
I don't know.
I'm sure the loophole was that they were funding a family. It was like a what was it called? What's the family?
I know what you mean, but I can't.
Family values organization.
Yeah.
And therefore, that was then funding the.
Well, that's the thing. There's always a loophole, but now there's no need for a loophole.
There's no need
because
for a loophole. They
it's
can
just-
actually just give money.
Yes, and beyond that, it's opening up. It's like there was like the hashtag license to discriminate. It's just opening up I mean, they say religious freedom, but it's whether it is because of religion or not, an opportunity to discriminate against people. This is what all the bakery stuff and all that stuff happened when gay marriage was first legalized.
The pizza people.
And now it's a much easier time from them. So LGBT people were not directly mentioned or attacked in this. It's just simply now the floodgates are open for that to happen. We can be positive and say it won't. Let's do that. But that's not the case.
Every headline I found today about it was like how this affects the LGBT community.
Right, totally, same. Maybe you're watching and you're not LGBT. Hello, are you a woman? I bet you are. It's not going well for you under this new situation either. Of course, we already knew that was the case.
No.
Are there any? I miss our old, the old Trump fans that we used to have listening, who listen to the entire show and just comment. Because I just want to know, as each day passes, what are you thinking? What are you feeling?
So I have seen on Facebook from my friends, they've posted, "Hey, to my Trump supporting family and friends, do you regret what you've done now?" And almost all of the comments are, "No, this is what we asked for."
Yeah.
So like,
Well, good.
that I think is even more terrifying.
Say agreed, but like, you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
Great. Now,
Yes.
there's difference of opinions, and I'm truly okay with it. I mean, okay with it in the sense that like that's literally what the country's supposed to be, and that's great. When it's starting to affect. Did you see the Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, if you didn't see it, I don't want to get too much into it, but his newborn baby had to get open heart surgery. He was very emotional talking about it, and then he went into a thing about healthcare because of it. Just thinking about, I mean, obviously he is wealthy anyway, and hopefully would have been able to pay the bills, but was thinking about the hundreds, thousands of people in his situation who can't and
Yeah.
need that insurance, and he was literally crying during it. So for me, I can't be watching a grown man cry and not cry.
Right.
A, but B, it was just so. What he said was like, this isn't a Republican Democrat thing. It shouldn't be. It's literally just
It's
lives.
a person thing.
And that's why I have a problem when people don't feel that way. Like,
Yeah.
have your difference of opinions in politics, but this is truly the health of people.
So there was a thing that was tweeted, and I thought I retweeted, but I guess I didn't. And it's somebody will find it and post it for us. There was a thing about some senator, congressman, some politician
Yeah.
who said, like to Jimmy, like that we shouldn't have to pay for
I'm gonna get mad.
your,
I read some of the.
right. So like we shouldn't have to pay for your health problems.
Uh-huh.
And somebody else quote tweeted and was like, "You are pro-life. Why do you
Right,
not care
right.
about this person's life?"
Right. Well, there's a lot of hypocrisy. Maybe you
Right.
knew, but it's frustrating.
This topic has gotten sad.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're not the two. This is important. We had to bring it up. It just happened today. There will be much more happening from it.
Yes.
And if Blake's not back, we'll cover it. But that's it for now. Thank you.
I have a happier topic.
Please.
Okay, and gayer.
Great.
So dance for me, baby.
I mean, I like to make my dog walk to this, like down a runway, and video her. So
You're
check for
amazing.
that on Instagram as well.
Okay, so today is May the 4th. May
Yes,
the 4th be with you. It is Star Wars Day. And although this is oldish news, I thought we might as well talk about it because it's Star Wars Day.
And it's exciting.
Yeah. So it has been rumored confirmed. That's why it's so funny. It's rumor confirmed. Not confirmed rumor.
Yeah.
The rumor was not confirmed. The rumor is that there
it's
was
confirmed.
a confirmation.
There you go.
That John Boyega's character Finn
Yeah.
from Force Awakens and Poe, played by Oscar Isaacs, are gay.
Now that was a rumor when it first came out.
Yes.
That was it a rumor, or was it people hoping that? And are they doing it? If they're doing it, are they doing it because people wanted it, or is it?
So I have this article, and I want to be clear that this is from February 2016. So
Okay.
this I know
So it was
this
right
is old
after,
news.
essentially,
Yeah.
the movie
So
came
this is
out.
old news, but it's Star Wars Day.
Yeah, and it's gay.
Yeah.
So, hi.
So apparently J.J. Abrams and John Boyega both confirmed this. Rumor confirmed.
But in February 2016, they
Yes.
oh, okay.
They rumorly confirmed it.
Okay.
So So good. Star
love
Wars
your
will have
giggles.
gay characters in the new film, says director J.J. Abrams, fueling the rumor that there's gay romance between John Boyega's Finn and Oscar Isaac's Poe in Star Wars 8. Update. I don't know when. It doesn't have dates here. This is a terrible.
It's probably today, so this is breaking news.
No, terrible outlet that I'm reading from. That's why it's rumor confirmed.
Right.
J.J. Abrams has spoken out for the first time, whenever this was, to address the growing fan rumors that and petitions for gay characters. To me, the fun of Star Wars is the glory of possibilities. So it seems insanely narrow-minded and counterintuitive to say that there wouldn't be gay characters in the world. I remember when that statement came out and people were going crazy.
Yeah.
But I also saw a thing about Rian Johnson, who's directing Episode 8. And he says... so John Boyega said, I was looking at director Ryan closely so he can get me involved early so I can prepare myself, but who knows? And there are all these like fan arts of the couple together.
They were ready, but okay, this would be insane because, as we know, there's a lot of uproar this year. Like, whoa, Disney had its first gay character, and it was a minor character, and nothing really happened. I mean, a supporting character, I should say. And Power Rangers had one, but like these are the two male leads. It would be insane, in a great way, but truly wild. But I'm into it. First of all, I don't think I was much of a Star Wars guy. I love, what's it called? Force Awakens? I don't know what it's called, but I genuinely loved it. Like, I can't wait for the next one. Yeah. So if they're gay, well, even better.
So funny because Mr. Henry in the chat says, didn't James Gunn say there'll be a LGBT character in the MCU? The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I was like,
sorry.
what?
I was like, wait, I have to translate this.
Yeah,
don't I?
I'll teach you my drag things. You'll teach me the sci-fi.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
So like all the Avengers movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, that whole universe.
Which is a huge.
Yes, it also includes the Netflix Marvel shows and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay. We got all Marvel things.
Not all Marvel things. X-Men and are not part of the MCU because they are Sony 20th Century Fox.
Interesting.
One of those.
The politics of entertainment.
Yeah, specifically nerd entertainment. Sarah, I feel so bad for Adam not being a nerd.
I know I feel bad for myself too.
Yeah.
Y'all are having so much fun. I love it.
So yeah, rumor.
Confirmed
Rumor. Not confirmed at all. Until I see a confirmation, Rian Johnson and George Lucas say character is gay.
Right.
Not gonna confirm.
But it's this December? It comes out?
Another one is coming out this winter, yes.
But the episode 8.
I think episode 8.
I think so too. Because I'm
And
actually
then,
excited. Looking forward to it.
wow.
I mean, I really am.
Yeah.
So that's that. Tiptoeing towards nerddom.
Yeah. So happy Star Wars Day.
Yes, I love it. And may the gays be with you.
May the gay be with you.
Now here's a little study I'm going to close this off with.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you think of more things to discuss, because we're running this show. There was a study that this is sort of ridiculous. That they concluded straight men are more into gay sex after drinking.
I did see this. I absolutely saw that headline and went, who came up with this garbage?
Who is it? First of all, who isn't into down or anything? First of all, it said that, okay, here's how they did the study.
What do they mean? Do they mean anal specifically?
Well, usually you let the straight men penetrate so they don't have to worry about it, or they get a blowjob.
Is that what this, wait.
It was not specific. Here's what it was. Here's what it was.
I have questions.
They stood out. Well, so do I. They stood outside a bar in Middle America, though. I must add.
Shock.
Yeah, but I mean, on purpose. I think that's you can't do it in LA because hello.
Yeah.
Who can tell the difference? And I lost my train of thought thinking about trying this in LA. This experiment. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so they went to Middle America, stood outside a bar.
They polled people. Basically, they showed either pictures or videos of men and women drinking at bars. Asked the people who were answering how many drinks they had, and then said essentially, would you be willing to have sex with this person? And questions along those lines. So I don't know if there was specific sex questions or whatever.
So that's not okay. So this is my problem.
Okay.
If we're gonna do this study, I want questions like, do you, straight man, would you be interested in right now sticking your dick inside this person's butt?
I'd like those questions too. I think we could word it a little sexier than that so that they're a little more into it.
Yeah, but I just want to know logistically, because just saying they would be having sex with, As
Agreed.
we all know,
I agree. There's different
there are
interpretations.
different interpretations. People believe
Correct.
some things are sex and some things aren't.
Right.
Also, we have a lot of orifices.
We sure do.
So-
so much to explore.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This topic's getting me hot and bothered.
I got that.
He's straight, man. I know, but
Calm down, ladies.
what they concluded was,
Yes.
this is also ridiculous. The guys who had, they said yes, they would. Overall, that was their conclusion. But
Yes,
guys
they would have sex.
who had 10 drinks or more were most willing. 10 drinks or more?
I would like to
10
clarify
drinks?
that at 10 drinks,
I believe it would be rape.
Yeah,
because
you
it would
cannot
be,
consent.
Right. Like, 10 drinks was your conclusion. Like, actually, after 10 drinks, they were willing to have sex. I think they'd be willing to have sex with a lot of things after 10 drinks,
At
or
10
just be
drinks,
lying
yeah.
there unconscious.
Right, at 10 drinks, you are willing to be passed out.
At 10 beers, first of all, how do you move after
Wait,
3 beers?
is
I
it
can't.
beers?
No,
Is
no,
it
they said
shots?
drinks. They said
Is it
drinks. But I'm saying,
cocktails?
I was assuming cocktails. But I'm saying, even
Of
if it
course
were
you
beers.
were assuming cocktails.
Sure was.
I was assuming shots because I know that my max is
that's
14.
fun too. I love that you know. Okay, so at 10 though, your max is 14. At 10, I mean, you're open to many things anyway, but how do you feel compared to 0?
Oh, regardless, personally, after 4, I think no one should be allowed to. You cannot consent after 4.
What a great role. Like, what if you just couldn't have sex drunk? Because
that would save a lot of people from a
I'd
lot of
be
trouble.
also horrible in terms of that's how people have sex, consenting people as well.
Right. I'm just saying that. So
I know. I mean, I agree. It's like, for me, as someone who goes out to bars and not single, and I have to be good, I'm like, okay, I have to like stick close to my friends because I have one drink and I'm suddenly like, I remember what it used to be like. Like, it just, boom, everything changes.
Castiel in the chat says, "How can they even get it up after 10 drinks?" Excellent
so perhaps
question.
they will be the bottom, as
Right.
it turns out.
I just so people know how we got to 14. The answer is
I see there was an experiment involved.
no. When I was much younger and I used to drink a lot, my friend was like, "You got to tally every time. That way you know when you blacked out." And so you tally on your hand.
Oh, I have done that before, but
Yeah.
it was with drinks, not shots themselves.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
could have known the
used to-
shots in the drinks.
Right,
but,
we used to do shots.
well, I still do. I'm in my older age, suddenly going out again this year, like more than ever. It's very weird for me because I became a homebody. and
Right,
Now
you're
I'm back out in the
also-
club.
You're also attached.
That's the main reason I shut it down. So I
Right.
was like, don't trust myself. And now I'm like, I'm fine and I'm out living my life.
Are you?
I am.
Well, let's go find you a straight boy who's had 10 drinks.
Exactly. And I'll be like, I'm sure my boyfriend will understand if it's a straight guy. Obviously, I'm going to be having a relationship with this person. It's fine. Is it? Are you watching? I don't think he is. So that's the same as approval.
Yeah.
Consent from him. It's good. Let's do it.
I would like to, on this conversation of
Yes.
consent, remind everyone that after this show, I do the Law and Order Special Victims Unit show.
So she knows what she's talking about.
So I know about consent.
What a beautiful plug that was so fitting. Like, truly. And I didn't know that was, I did know that was the one, but I guess I forgot.
SVU.
I just get
Thursdays.
confused of what Law and Order or which of those shows are around or not.
Oh.
Some are decades old at this point, aren't they?
SVU is the only Law and Order still around.
But is Law and Order the original that dun dun?
They're all the dun-dun. Law and Order Original is off the air. SVU
did
is
know
number
that.
2 and has been on for 18 seasons, going on 19.
Which is truly amazing. Is that Mariska Hargitay?
It is Mariska
Love
Hargitay.
it. I know she's been through it on that show as well. All right. Well, now I'm thinking about her past. Her character's past. I've never even seen the show. I still feel upset for her.
Good.
All right. Do we have anything else gay to say, or are we just gonna? Guys, I need to learn how to vote properly because I don't know how, and I'd love to. Someday we're
I
gonna
love her.
love.
Hey, why is it stopped? Okay.
Just that's 90s Rue too.
Yeah,
She broke through 2 decades ago. You gotta respect that.
I do. We should wrap it up.
We're gonna or we'll just. All right, we're not gonna talk for the next 8 minutes, but we will be playing the song on repeat. So if you just want to dance around,
No.
just kidding. We are done, but I hope you enjoyed us together. I enjoyed your
Aw,
company. I
thanks.
enjoyed that my prophecy of us talking about your boobs came true without me even trying. Ronnie made
know.
sure that happened. Love it.
Thanks.
Hope you ladies loved it too. And of course, our straight men who I'm sure are watching. Loved it as well.
Well, yeah, because they've had 10 drinks now.
Exactly. I'm sure all the 10 straight people have been really tuning in, just loving what they see.
There's a question about any lesbian news. Unfortunately, we did not have any this week.
Yeah.
If you do have some, this is perfect. I'll tell you where to tweet it at me.
That they're asking because you came to the right place. If it is here, she's going to tell you.
Yeah.
You know we're going to get our lesbian sound effect eventually.
Yes. But until we do, send me your lesbian news.
Where?
At Yael Tygiel, that's YAELTYGIEL. Also, check me out after the show at 6 p.m. Pacific time for Law & Order Special Victims
Yes,
Unit.
ma'am. And you can send me your drunk straight friends at Adam Salandra on all platforms. Guys, we love you. You never know who's going to be on the panel next week, but we will see you then. Goodbye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.